I shall not surrender my Jhansi, Rani Lakshmibai. Lakshmibai Nawalkar, born as Manikarnika on November 19, 1828, in Varanasi, India, was the daughter of Moropant Tombe, a court advisor, and Bhagirathi Sapra. Her early life was marked by the influence of her father's involvement in the court, which gave her exposure to political affairs. Trained in martial arts, archery, horse riding, and swordsmanship from a young age, she displayed a fierce and independent spirit that would later define her legacy. Lakshmibai married Maharaja Gangadhar Rao Nawalkar of Jhansi in 1842, becoming the Rani of Jhansi. During this period, Jhansi was a prosperous princely state, but it faced significant challenges under British rule. The state was thrust into political turmoil after the death of Maharaja Gangadhar Rao in 1853, leading to the annexation of Jhansi under the British doctrine of lapse, which rejected the adopted son, Damodar Rao, as the legitimate heir. The Indian Rebellion of 1857, also known as the First War of Indian Independence, was a significant uprising against British rule. Rani Lakshmibai emerged as a pivotal figure during this period, resisting British efforts to annex her kingdom. Her leadership and bravery turned Jhansi into a symbol of resistance. The rebellion began in May 1857, and Rani Lakshmibai quickly became one of its most prominent leaders. She formed alliances with other Indian rulers and organized an army to defend Jhansi. Her strategic mind and leadership skills were evident as she prepared her forces for the impending British assault. The Siege of Jhansi, from March to April 1858, was one of the most dramatic episodes of the rebellion. British forces, led by Sir Hugh Rose, besieged the fort of Jhansi. Despite being heavily outnumbered, Rani Lakshmibai and her troops defended the city fiercely. The siege lasted for several weeks, during which the Rani demonstrated unparalleled courage, personally leading her soldiers into battle. After the fall of Jhansi, Rani Lakshmibai fled to Gwalior, where she joined forces with other rebel leaders. She continued to fight the British with unwavering determination. In Gwalior, she attempted to regroup and plan further resistance, but the British forces pursued her relentlessly. Rani Lakshmibai met her heroic end on June 18, 1858, during the Battle of Gwalior. Dressed as a man, she fought valiantly on horseback until she was mortally wounded. Her death marked a significant moment in the Indian struggle for independence. The British were deeply impressed by her bravery, and she became a symbol of resistance against colonial rule. Rani Lakshmibai's adopted son, Damodar Rao, lived under British surveillance after her death. Despite attempts to reclaim his rightful heritage, he spent his life in relative obscurity. However, the legacy of the Rani continued to inspire generations, keeping her memory alive. Rani Lakshmibai's life has been immortalized in numerous cultural depictions. Statues of her, often depicted with her sword and on horseback with her adopted son, adorn various cities across India, symbolizing courage and resistance. These statues serve as a reminder of her enduring legacy in the Indian independence movement. During World War II, the Indian National Army, led by Subhas Chandra Bose, formed the Rani of Jhansi Regiment, an all-female unit named in her honor. This regiment was a tribute to her bravery and symbolized the continuing struggle for Indian independence. Rani Lakshmibai's life has been celebrated in Indian folklore, songs, and poems. The famous Hindi poem by Subhadra Kumari Chauhan, Jhansi Ki Rani, has become a timeless ode to her bravery, capturing the imagination of countless Indians. Her story has inspired numerous novels that explore her life and the broader context of the 1857 rebellion. These literary works delve into her character, portraying her not only as a warrior but also as a leader and a woman of immense integrity. Rani Lakshmibai's life has been adapted into several films and television series, both in India and abroad. Notable among these is the 1953 film Jhansi Ki Rani, and the more recent Manikarnika, the Queen of Jhansi, 2019, which brought her story to a global audience. The Rani of Jhansi has even made her way into the world of video games. In the strategy game Empire, Total War, she is featured as one of the leaders, reflecting her status as a historical icon in popular culture. Her life continues to inspire artists, writers, and filmmakers around the world. Various books, documentaries, and artworks have been created to honor her memory, each adding to the rich tapestry of her legacy. Rani Lakshmibai's story is not just the tale of a queen but of a woman who became a beacon of resistance. Her courage and sacrifice continue to inspire, making her an eternal symbol of India's fight for independence.